Mayor Greg Jury was sworn in on May 1st, 2017 to become the 9th mayor of the city of Loves Park. He has served Loves Park since 1999 as alderman for the 1st Ward prior to being elected mayor. Mayor Jury is a Harlem High School graduate, go Huskies. He obtained his bachelor's degree at Loras College, and he is a lifelong resident of Loves Park. His entry into public service as an alderman was driven both by his desire to serve his community and his focus on ensuring that individuals in elected positions are advocating for the business community while also providing real fiscal oversight for the citizens. Public safety for the residents and businesses of Loves Park is one of Mayor Jury's top priorities. This has been demonstrated by his public support of the city's police and fire departments. Mayor Jury is also a strong taxpayer advocate, working to ensure that Loves Park never has a municipal property tax by continually creating opportunities for retail sales tax growth and striving to make the city of Loves Park a business-friendly community. It's been my honor to work with Mayor Jury over the past years in my role with the Chamber, and I'm truly grateful for his dedication and thoughtful leadership on our board and in our community. Everyone, please join me in welcoming to the stage Mayor Greg Jury.
Thank you, everybody. This is going to be sort of a team effort. Hopefully I don't screw up, Steve. So, are we ready? All right. Tonight, we're just going to give you a brief overview of City of Loves Park. Number one, we are a full-service community with full-time police, full-time fire, full-time emergency medical services. We have a water department, street department, and community development department. And again, like Tanya said, that's everything without a property tax. So that tells you how hard we've been working to get our retail businesses up and running. The Loves Park Police Department, as she said, these next two I'm going to talk about are number one on my list. Loves Park Police Department, we have 40 full-time police officers, we have 2 canine dogs, and it's amazing to watch the departments, all the departments in the area work together. If us politicians work together like the police and fire do, this place would be unbelievable, because when you go to a scene and you'll see 6 color different uniforms of police, but they all work like they're on the same team. It's amazing, and I support the hell out of them. I appreciate everything they do to make our community safe, and being safe also helps Steve and Nate recruit businesses that come into town. So I want to thank, tonight with us is our Police Chief Mike McCammon and our Deputy Police Chief Shane Lynch. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. So now comes to the fire department. 3 years ago, we had a volunteer department that I would say was way below average. And a friend of mine who was a longtime Rockford firefighter came and worked with us when we were gonna, I guess, turn that fire department into a professional department. And we were very fortunate to be able to have Jerry Wilfang, who's with us tonight, as our fire chief. And everybody that works for the city and also the other departments knows where we were and where we are today. And we wouldn't be there without Jerry, so thank you very much, Jerry. But we have highly trained people. We're full-time. We have 2 stations now, one on Windsor Road, one on Rock Valley Parkway. And there's some things that a lot of us don't understand, but by having those stations where they're at, they are able to lower our ISO rating, and I always gotta have Jerry help me out with what that actually even stands for. But what it does, it lowers the property taxes for the business and the residents out there when our response times are cut in half. And that has been one of the biggest things we've improved on in servicing the community. We also have an EMS service. highly trained EMS team that works very close with our fire department. And probably our number one EMS guy that is directing that is our Deputy Chief, James Hart, and he is here today too. James, thank you. We average about 65 calls a week, and the EMS performance is above the national average. So we're very happy with that, and we know there's lives out there that have been saved by our fire department. Some of them are friends of ours, and that's very important for us, and I am sure glad Will Fame got us there today. Thank you very much. So we also have a full-time water department, and Craig McDonald is here. Craig is our manager of our water department. We have put in a portal system for the city website so people can pay online. We're bringing things up to speed that we probably should have done a long time ago, but we're doing it now, getting us in, did you say the 21st century, Steve? Okay. 20, that's right. We've still got room to go. So, but we've increased our staff so we can provide better service for the customers. We're starting building a well on Windsor Road, and soon to be putting another tower at Rock Cut School. We worked with the Harlem School District and got some property out by Rock Cut School, which is going to help us build that tower for the needs to the north, out by the Rockford Speedway. And we also just replaced all the meters in the city of Loves Park, both residential and business, over the last 3 years. Yep. So thank you, everybody, and thank you, Craig, for your leadership. The street department. These guys it's a great department led by Shannon Messenger, and where's he at? There he is, way back there, nice and relaxed. So, but right now, we're just like I had said earlier today, we're finishing up our annual road maintenance program. We just had River Lane totally reconstructed, which took 2 years. Now I know he's ready. I don't want to mention this to everybody, but we're ready for snow removal. I know you're not pumped up about that, but we are. I would say we're the best community in the area with snow removal. Bar none, I hear that all the time, and I have to give a lot of credit to Shannon and his leadership. Shannon, thank you. Appreciate that. And over the last 10 years, we've done $30 million worth of road repairs in the city of Loves Park because of the road referendum that was passed, and now we just passed it again in June. Last June, so we're excited about that. Can I have a drink of water, Steve? Not your beer. I'm not getting that. So now we're going to talk about our community development department. So we have a planning department, zoning department, building department, code enforcement, and economic development department. Bar none, they do a great job. It's one of the keys to getting our businesses into town. That is run by Steve Thompson. Steve, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And they are working with businesses a lot when they come in and getting things settled, getting in with incentives and things like that. And we also do the building inspections for McChesney Park, and our staff, our electrical, plumbing, and building inspectors do both Loves Park and McChesney Park. And we started that, 4 years ago, roughly? Yeah, so now, I was told to stall a little bit, correct? Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a fireworks show. Nice job, Steve. I didn't see. And by the way, we are actually, for the Light Up the Parks Parade this year, we are going to have fireworks before the parade takes off. So this is going to be fun this year. So this just shows the stability and the increase in sales tax. So over the last 10 years, 12 years, we've increased 70% in sales tax. And that's a lot of credit to our staff and the people that work with businesses coming. And that happens because we support our businesses full time. So now retail growth has been very good for the city of Loves Park. I noticed you put a picture of the cannabis place up there, which is awesome. We get a lot of revenue, but I still don't. No, I'm not going to say anything. So, but also Costco, and everybody knows what they bring to our community. And actually, our police chief, when we found out I was supposed to give a speech, he basically told me I should say, support the businesses, great police and fire in Costco, and drop the mic and walk off. So I didn't want to do that. Anyways, yeah, so Costco, and I have to thank guys like Steve and Nate and our city attorney Gino, and actually the past administration too with Mayor Lindbergh, because this was a long project to get him in here, and it's been huge for not just Loves Park, but the entire area. So I want to talk about that. Our industrial growth out there, also out by Costco with Natural Choices and Meridian. I know they don't bring sales tax to us, but they bring activity, they bring employees into the place that come back and go to places like Costco and buy gas and stop at our local restaurants and bars and have a good time. So I have to appreciate that, and hopefully that continues out there. Probably the one thing that I'm most proud of is how we are supporting our businesses. And if you look up there, during COVID, we supported the hell out of our businesses. We did not. And I think, as you can see, we offered anywhere from $500 to $7,500 in hospitality grants, waived the liquor license fees for that year. But the biggest thing is we allowed them to stay open, do their job, and I'll be quite honest with you, it has paid back to this community huge, because we have tons of business that come and talk to us that want to be in Loves Park, and we have current business owners that want to buy more businesses or add on, and I want to thank everybody, and also the ILPA, who has the table right over there. They have been huge supporters of the city of Loves Park. I want to thank you guys for that, and I appreciate it very much. So this slide here, basically all the different incentives and the TIFs and the Business Development District, Enterprise Zone, Sales Tax, is a way that we use when we sit down and negotiate with businesses that want to come into the city, or businesses that want to remodel or do things. We have a great threesome that does a great job, and it's Steve Thompson, Nate Bruck, and Nate's here, he's in the back, and Gino, our city attorney. They meet every week, they talk about these things, and it's just, it's amazing how things blow out of their mind when they're talking about this, that the business owners have no idea that they're able to benefit from. So I want to thank those three for continually pushing us to get more people into this city. And I just think that's great. And like I said, the COVID thing was huge, but people just enjoy working with us because we're business friendly and we make it as easy for them as possible. The partnerships that we have right now, and these are, you can look, we're doing with the Visitors Bureau, we got the murals. We also have a partnership with the Rockford Ski Bronx, local school districts. Harlem School District did our bus bench program, and I believe Belvedere did it too. The Harlem School District also with our water tower, that was very beneficial, and that'll help us in the long run. Parks Chamber, we have placemaking in the parks, which is what Steve and Nate are working on also. But probably one of our biggest partnerships is the Rockford Park District, and we just appreciate everything they do for the city of Loves Park. And I tell you, probably what I'm really looking forward to is next month with Jay speaking on the Park District. It's going to be fun because I know we got people from Lockwood are bringing. We're going to have a petting zoo. We got mini putt, I believe, and then a driving range or something, a long drive contest. So we're looking forward to that. I don't know if we can get that in here or not, but you got big shoes to fill. Can you handle it? Huh?
Steve can't do long drive.
We'll keep him out of the golf cart. So some of the stuff that we're looking at in the future for the city of Loves Park is obviously the redevelopment, the Speedway and I-90. We're having conversations now about that. Also, Forest Hills and Riverside in that area. First Midwest has been huge with us getting everything turned around in there, working with us. We're also doing some streetscape improvements on 251. And some of it is all set to, I think, is it next year, Shannon?
Year after.
Okay, 24. Well, we're working with the state, so 24 is pretty quick, I guess, when you deal with them. So, but we're going to expand our marketing and branding, and also a lot of stuff, improvements to our website, make it customer friendly, and continue infrastructure improvements. We'll continue to, now that the road referendum passed again, we're going to be able to keep doing roads, keep everything improvement for the city. And public safety, as we said, is our number one priority. Because if we have a safe community, people are going to come here. And again, like I said, I don't know, sometimes I get upset when people that have never wore a badge try to judge the people that go out there every day and wear the badge. So, we'll never do that. We've got 2 guys running our department, and that's their job, and they do a great job. And that's how and I think that's also helps the businesses, because they communicate with them, and they protect our businesses. So, but we're also going to do the birthday bash again, and we were trying to figure out the name. This year was the 75th, big 75th birthday, and Steve thought we should just call it the 76th, and I don't know if we're going to do that every year, but we're going to have that party every year, hopefully around the end of July, probably somebody's birthday. You might not like it, but that's all right. So that'll be a lot of fun, and like I said, Light Up the Parks Parade is going to be a lot of fun this year. We're doing a tree in front of Sand Park Pool, lighting it, and then we're going to have fireworks go off before we start the parade, and then the McChesney lights one down at their end of when the parade ends down there. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate this. And again, to my team, thank you. We have Alderman Mike Owens with us tonight. We have Alderman Rob Slinsker, Alderman Jim Thompson, Alderman Mark Peterson, and Alderman Jim Puckett, who is a former Marine and our former police chief. Thank you for everything you've done for the city, but I appreciate that. So, also tonight with us is our city clerk, Bob Burton. Right? Why are they laughing? Oh, Jesus. Okay, and also John Davison, our city treasurer, and I'm assuming Sandra and Steve and Nate probably would have never gotten involved in that, correct? No? Okay. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you.